Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Frosty. Today I'm going to be working on this Project Ranger. I've made about 9 episodes on it so far. It started out as a two-wheel drive truck and a four-wheel drive truck being combined into one truck. I've made videos on trying to repair the frame, doing rivets on it, cutting the frame in half, welding it back together. So today I'm just going to do a fun little video. I bought some new tires and some new wheels for it. The wheels I've actually had for probably 5-6 years. I'll show you the wheels and the tires I picked up. And then today what I'm going to be putting on here are these old school slots. These are a 15-inch wheel. I think they're 10.5 inches wide. The bolt pattern is 5 on 5.5. And to correct that, I did buy some spacers on Amazon. These are actually pretty nice. I've used spacers in the past. I know a lot of guys hate them. I'll probably get a lot of flaming in the comments, but I've run them a lot of times if you torque them down right and make sure you check them. I've never ever had an issue with them. So I bought these on Amazon. They bolt on to the 4.5 inch lug pattern, and then they give you the 5.5 inch lug pattern. I'll leave a link to those in the description if anybody wants to pick them up or take a look at them on Amazon. I did buy 2 sets. And then these wheels have like a pass-through lug nut, and then they have a washer that helps seat them. So I picked up some of those. You can see on my lug nuts. But this is what they look like. They've got a shank that goes all the way through the wheel. And then you just put the washer over that. And that's kind of how the wheel centers itself, just based on the lug nuts. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these off, and then we'll put the spacer on, and then we'll bolt up the wheel and see what it looks like. Now the tires on these are 265/75s. So the ones that were on the front right now are 235/75 15s. So we'll roll this up here, get an idea. It's like 30 millimeters taller. It is quite a bit wider also. And I am thinking that they might be a little bit too big for this little Ranger. Might have to save them for another project someday, but let's go ahead and throw them on. And we'll see how they look. Worst case scenario, I'll just run these. My daughter's sleeping right now upstairs. I have to be real quiet using the old impact. Might help if I take the 5th lug nut off. This is the Ranger lockout. It just slides right over the splines on the axle shaft. So these adapters and wheels are just for testing purposes. I just need to put that disclaimer out there because I'm probably only going to put 3 lug nuts on per wheel. Well, that's quite a bit of fender stick out. It's definitely not the look that I was hoping for, and it's not really my style, I will say. But for the sake of it, let's go ahead and swap out that back one. So I have a feeling that these rims and tires are probably be up for sale on Marketplace, or see if anybody with an F-150 or a Bronco or a Jeep wants these, because right off the bat they look just to be a little bit too big. This truck is a 4-cylinder, so it doesn't have a whole lot of torque. Turning these bigger tires that I'm putting on here, I'm sure is going to make it horribly slow. On the plus side, this truck does have 410 gears, so that might help it a little bit. Well, that should be good enough to get a good idea of what it's going to look like. There she is. What do you guys think? The old school slots, the F-150 style 5 on 5.5 wheels. You know, if I didn't have the spacers in the front, that would look a lot better to me. And if I had maybe an inch or two more in the back, I think the back would look a little better as far as the height goes. I also need to see how much rubbing there's going to be here. I assume a lot. Anytime you have a tire sticking this way out from the vehicle and you don't have a big gap here, as it turns, it's going to come right into the fender. So I'm sure that's going to be a problem too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you want to buy them? Might try driving the truck if we can get, you know, the front wheels to articulate without rubbing. Oh yeah, she turns easy. So that is about as close as you can get. That's maybe a centimeter. I'm not sure if that's even turned all the way. That'll probably hit the bumper, I would assume, too, once that's back on. Be real close. Let's turn it back this way. Looks like probably hit it. I have to review the footage. It didn't bind up on the steering wheel at all when I was turning it, but I don't see how it could not have hit there. Let's turn it back, see what happens. Well, it must have cleared. I didn't hear any scraping or rubbing. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think I should keep them, get rid of them, sell them. The jury's out for me. I like the look of the wheel. I like the tire, but I don't like how far they stick out in the front, or that they stick out past the fender lip in the back. If you're gonna haul anything whatsoever, not to haul anything heavy with a Ranger. I do have other trucks for that, but if I put like 1,000 pounds in the bed, we'll see if the tires stay on it. Maybe there's going to be a little lift in the front. Maybe I'll go back to the 235, 75, 15s. Just not sure what to do on it. I did swap the dash on this from the other cab. This whole dash piece has been swapped. The whole wiring harness, everything's been swapped from the other truck. The other truck was a 91, this truck's an 89, so the wiring harnesses were different. I'm using the body from the 91, but I'm using the engine from the 89. The computers were different, the harnesses inside the dash were different, the harnesses in the engine bay were different. So I swapped all that out. The carpet here is absolutely nasty, so I need to come up with some carpet. The door panels are disgusting. This one's missing the armrest. Previous owner just used a string. He just sent it, he didn't care. But yeah, I've got some more work to do to this one, but it's coming along. Slowly but surely. That's the thing with these projects, you just gotta do a little bit every day, or every couple of days. You just work on it for half hour a night when you get home from work, and after a couple of weeks, before you know it, your truck will be a driver again. You know, when I started out, this truck was a two-wheel drive, which is the remains of this. Just a two-wheel drive truck. It did run and drive, but it had a lot of problems. So I took the body off the two-wheel drive truck and I took a body off the four-wheel drive frame, which is this frame. Body swapped it, engine swapped it, transmission swapped it, cut the frame in half, welded a rear back section onto it. I've done all sorts of things to this. There's the old engine from the 91. This thing actually runs really, really well. My point is, you just plug away at them little by little, and before you know it, you know, you've got something that you can drive and enjoy. We've got a lot more projects yet this summer to work on. We've got a Ranger. This is my F550. It's got a 7.3 power stroke in it. It's a 6-speed. It's four-wheel drive. It's kind of a cool truck. It's got the rear axle and the front axle are out of a 2011 F550. So it's got coil springs in the front, you know, where all the 7.3 trucks had leaf springs. So it's a pretty interesting truck. I'll be making videos on that. I've got a couple of forklifts I have to work on, and I've got a New Holland skid steer I need to work on too. So all sorts of interesting things coming up on the channel. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, let me know in the comments what you thought. We'll keep trying to make more videos for you guys. Usually every week or a couple weeks I get one uploaded. So you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.